this session on data science and machine learning for non-programmers. Now, today's session is mainly dedicated to non-IT professionals who are trying to make a career in data science and machine learning without the experience of working on programming languages. Now, before I get started with the session, please give me a confirmation if I'm audible to all of you. All right, so I see a couple of yeses. So without any further delay, let's take a look at the agenda for today. So we'll begin the session by understanding what exactly data science and machine learning is, a brief introduction to both of these fields. Then we'll move on and discuss the various domains under data science and machine learning. After that, I'll answer a couple of questions that every non-programmer has when it comes to data science and ML. And then finally, we'll move on and look at how a non-programmer can use data science and ML tools in order to become equipped or in order to become familiar with data science and machine learning, right? Without the need of any programming languages. So that is the agenda. Now, also guys, don't forget to subscribe to Edureka YouTube channel in order to stay updated about the most trending technologies. So now let's move ahead and take a look at our first topic, which is a brief introduction to data science and machine learning. Now, data science and machine learning have drawn a lot of professionals from all the backgrounds, right? The reason for this demand is the fact that currently everything around us runs on data. Right? Data is the key to grow businesses, to solve complex problems, and to build effective models that will help in risk analysis, sales forecasting, weather prediction, and so on. Right? Data science and machine learning, you can say, are the key to finding solutions and insights from data. Right? It's all about studying data and understanding data to derive some useful information. So to formally define data science to you, it is the process of deriving useful insights from data in order to solve real world problems, right? That's why the name is data science. You basically understand how your data works, how you can, export this data, build certain models and prediction models and statistical models with this data, right? Similarly, machine learning is a process that focuses on getting machines to make decisions by feeding them data. Again, the most important thing in data science and machine learning is the data that you provide to the machine. Now, before we go any further, let's make one thing very clear. Data science and machine learning are not the same, right? People often tend to get confused between the two. So to make things clear, let's look at all the branches of data science. So let me break this down for you. Now, data science is an umbrella term that covers a wide range of domains, including artificial intelligence, machine learning, and deep learning. So let's break it down. First of all, we have data science, which is a process that uses data to solve real world problems. Then we have artificial intelligence, which is again a subset of data science, and it allows machines to stimulate human-like behavior. Then we have machine learning, which is a subfield of artificial intelligence, which provides machines the ability to learn automatically. And you can say it helps to improve from experience without being explicitly programmed to do so. After that, we have deep learning. Now, deep learning is a part of machine learning that uses various computational measures and algorithms inspired by the structure and the function of our brain called the artificial neural networks. So basically, they use neural networks to solve complex problems. So to sum it up, data science revolves around the extraction of insights from data. Right, so to do so, it uses a number of different technologies and methods from various disciplines like machine learning, artificial intelligence, and deep learning. Now, a point to note here is that data science is a very vast field and it does not exclusively rely on these techniques. It's a much more vast field than just these couple of technologies under it. So now that you know the basic difference, let's move on and understand the data science and machine learning domains. So where exactly is data science used? Data science is used in healthcare, autonomous vehicles, smart farming, marketing, banking, artificial creativity, and a lot more applications. Now, guys, remember that when I'm saying data science, I mean that it is artificial intelligence, it includes machine learning, it includes natural language processing, it includes deep learning, and so on. So let's discuss something about AI in healthcare. Now, when it comes to saving our lives, a lot of organizations and a lot of medical care centers are relying on artificial intelligence and data science. Now, there are many examples of how data science in healthcare has helped patients all over the world. Let me give you a small example. There's an organization called 𝐏𝐲𝐭𝐡𝐨𝐧, which developed a clinical decision support system for stroke prevention. It can basically give the physician a warning whenever there's a patient at risk of having a heart stroke. Apart from this, there's also the Apple Watch. Right now, Apple Watch also tracks a lot of things. It tracks our heart rate, it tracks our heartbeat, our diabetes, a lot of things, right? So that is also a very good example of data science. That also involves the use of artificial intelligence, deep learning, machine learning, and so on. Similarly, we have autonomous vehicles, that is basically self-driving cars. Examples of this include the famous Tesla self-driving cars, right? They also use artificial intelligence, computer vision, image detection, and deep learning to build cars that can automatically detect objects and drive around without any human intervention. Similarly, when it comes to smart farming, issues like climate change, population growth, and food security concerns have pushed the industry into seeking something that is more innovative and approaches which will improve the crop yield. Okay, so there are a lot of organizations that are using automation and robotics to help farmers find more efficient ways in which they can protect their crops from any weeds. Right? An example of this is the Berlin-based agricultural tech startup called Peat. Right? They have basically developed an application called Plantix that identifies potential defects and any sort of nutrient deficiencies in the soil just through images. So basically, it's an image recognition app which identifies possible defects through images captured by the user's smartphone camera. After which, users are provided with soil restoration techniques, tips, and other possible solutions. Right? So these are a couple of examples of how data science, AI, machine learning are used in the real world. Coming to marketing, also, we all know a lot of examples. For example, target marketing. So if you just go on Amazon and look for shoes, and let's say you don't actually buy those shoes, but next day when you go on Facebook and you go on YouTube, you'll immediately see an ad pop up on the right or the left of the screen, which shows the same shoes that you were looking for the other day. Right? This is called targeted marketing. And the science and the technology behind such targeted marketing or such innovations is data science, machine learning, deep learning, artificial intelligence, and so on. Artificial creativity is another new field in which AI and deep learning and data science have, recently emerged. For example, there is an application known as Wordsmith that basically types out essays and types out articles and content for you. It's basically a content creator and a content manager. Right? These are all examples of how data science and machine learning are being implemented in the real world. So guys, these were a couple of examples and a couple of applications of data science and machine learning in different fields. So now let's move on and discuss a couple of questions that every non-programmer usually has, right, about data science and machine learning. Now guys, data science, artificial intelligence, and machine learning might seem intimidating, but it isn't actually as complex as you might think. Right? Many of the tools that have been developed over the last decade or so have all helped to make artificial intelligence and machine learning more accessible to engineers with varying degrees of experience and knowledge. Right? Today we've got to a stage where it's now accessible even to people who have barely written a line of code in their life. Now that's very exciting, but if you're completely new to the field, it can be challenging to know how to get started. Now, as a beginner, it's natural to have a lot of questions regarding data science and machine learning. So I'll be addressing the top 3 frequently asked questions by beginners or by non-programmers. What exactly do I mean by non-programmers? Right, so a non-programmer can be anyone from a software tester who's basically working on an automated tool. It can be a product manager, it can be a researcher who's creating content, it can be a content writer, it can be a student who has just graduated or somebody who's still studying, it can be a marketing consultant. Basically, you can be from any background and still take up data science and machine learning. Now, if you want to get into the depth of the field, then obviously you do require programming languages. But however, if you just want to start off and you cannot do programming at all, there are a couple of tools that I'll be discussing today. And these tools do not require you to have any prior programming knowledge. Now, in the further slides, you'll see me discuss about these tools. I'll be mentioning a couple of features to y'all. Now, let me answer a couple of questions which are very frequently asked. The first question that I usually get is people tell me that I'm looking to make a career in data science, but I have no prior programming experience. Do I need to know programming for machine learning and data science? Now, in a nutshell, let me tell you that the answer to this question is yes. Okay, if you want a career in machine learning, then having some form of programming knowledge always helps. But let me tell you that programming is just a part of machine learning. So if you're looking to make a career out of it, I'd say that it is important for you to know the different programming languages like Python, at least to get started. But due to recent breakthroughs, there are a lot of machine learning and data science tools that do not require you to have the programming necessity, right? You do not have to know programming languages. But if you ask me personally, then I'd say that you still have to learn programming languages, because only then you know how the entire process works. You'll know how machine learning really works because you're implementing it through code. Now, another question is, are there any tools that can help me with data science and machine learning without knowing any programming language? Okay, the answer to this is a simple yes. Now, there are a lot of tools in the market these days that will help you get started with machine learning. So these are especially useful for business applications of machine learning like predictive modeling, statistical analysis, and so on. So there are a lot of tools, and I'll be discussing a lot of those tools in the upcoming slides. And so don't worry, we'll talk more about the tools in the further slides. Another question is, do I need to know advanced mathematics or do I need to know advanced statistics in order to learn data science and machine learning? Now, this question depends on what exactly you're looking for. Right? If you really want to go in depth into the field of data science and machine learning, and if you want to understand the why behind the working of machine learning algorithms, which is very fundamental to understanding machine learning, then I'd say that yes, you do need to learn mathematics. Advanced mathematics is basically you have to have really good understanding of statistics, because statistical analysis plays a very important role in machine learning and data science. So a lot of topics under mathematics, which include probability, of course, there is statistics and linear algebra. These topics can help you know more about machine learning algorithms and about data science and about the different methods and techniques that are used to derive information from data. Now, not knowing advanced math is not an excuse to not learning machine learning. So to sum it up for you, if you want to go in depth into machine learning and data science, then knowing advanced mathematics is a prerequisite, because it will help you understand the algorithms, the formulas, how the learning is done, and many other machine learning concepts, right? So for now, let's move on and let's look at why exactly anybody should go for these data science and ML tools. Right, so we just looked at a couple of questions that non-programmers have. Now let's look at how you all can get started and why you should go for data science and ML tools. Now, the first reason is that you don't require programming skills to use data science and machine learning tools. Now, this is especially advantageous to all of you non-IT professionals who don't have experience with programming in Python or in R. Another reason is that they provide a very interactive user interface, which is very easy to use, and you can learn very quickly by using that UI. Now, another reason is that these tools provide, you can say, a very constructive way to define the entire data science workflow, and then you can implement it without worrying about any coding bugs or any errors, right? So given the fact that these tools don't require you to do any sort of coding, it's faster and easier to process data and to build strong machine learning models. Also, all the processes that are involved in the workflow are automated and they require minimal human intervention. So basically, all the processes are mostly drag and drop, right? Whatever you want, whatever model you want, it's just basic drag and drop in these tools. All you have to do is drag the modules that you want in your workflow. Now, another reason is that many data-driven companies have adapted to these data science tools, and they've started looking for professionals who are able to handle and manage such tools. A lot of companies that are taking up professionals who have knowledge of ML tools like IBM Watson and so on. So guys, those were a couple of advantages of using data science and machine learning tools. Now let's take a look at the top tools that any non-programmer can use in order to get started with data science and ML. So guys, note that this list is in no particular order, right? I've not ranked them according to the tools. So the first tool is RapidMiner. Now, it's no surprise that RapidMiner made it to this list. One of the most widely used data science and ML tools, preferred by not only beginners who are not well equipped with programming skills, but it is also preferred by experienced data scientists. RapidMiner is the all-in-one tool that takes care of the entire data science workflow, from data processing to data modeling and even deployment. So if you're from a non-technical background, RapidMiner is one of the best tools for you. Right? It provides a very strong and a very interactive UI that only requires you to dump the data. There is literally no coding required, right? So all you have to do is you just have to dump the data into the tool, and it will build predictive models and machine learning models that use complex and convoluted algorithms in order to achieve precise outputs. Now let me discuss a couple of features of RapidMiner. So like I said, that it provides a powerful visual programming environment, right? You can perform a lot of data visualization through this tool. It also comes with an inbuilt RapidMiner Hadoop that allows you to integrate with Hadoop frameworks for data mining and analysis. Right, so having Hadoop support is very important because it helps in big data analytics. So you can dump all your data into the Hadoop framework and then perform analytics and all of that through RapidMiner. Apart from that, it supports any data format, and it also performs top class predictive analytics by expertly cleaning the data. Right, so data cleaning and data wrangling is done very easily through RapidMiner. Right, it uses programming constructs that automate all the high level tasks such as data modeling. So data modeling is also automated on RapidMiner. You don't have to code a single line. You just have to dump the data into the tool and do a couple of drag and drops, and that's it. Right? So RapidMiner is known as one of the best tools for data science and ML. So now let's look at our next tool, which is DataRobot. Now, DataRobot is an automated machine learning platform which builds precise predictive models in order to perform extensive data analysis. Right? It is known as one of the best tools for data mining and feature extractions. So professionals with a less programming experience go for DataRobot because it is considered to be one of the most simple tools for data analysis. So just like RapidMiner, DataRobot is also a single platform that can be used to build an end-to-end data science solution. Right? It uses the best practices in creating solutions that can be used to model real-world business cases and can be used to solve real-world complex problems. So coming to the features of DataRobot, it automatically identifies the most significant features and it builds a model around these data features. Right? So data modeling is done very easily when it comes to DataRobot. Right? So guys, data modeling basically involves you to build a model that can help in predicting your output. Now, this model basically takes in all the important features that are needed to predict your output. This entire process is automated in DataRobot. Another thing is that it runs the data on different machine learning models, and it'll check which model provides the most accurate outcome. Right? So basically it uses test cases. It has different models and it tests where your accuracy is maximum. Also, it is very fast in building, training, and testing predictive models, in performing text mining, data scaling, and so on. These are other additional features. It can also run large scale data science projects, and it is also known for incorporating model evaluation methods like parameter tuning and so on. Right? So model evaluation is also easily carried out on DataRobot. So basically your end-to-end data science process and machine learning process is covered by this single tool. Now let's move on and discuss another tool, which is BigML. So BigML, you can say that it eases the process of developing machine learning and data science models by providing readily available constructs that help in classification, regression, and clustering problems. Right? It incorporates a wide range of machine learning algorithms, and it helps to build a strong model without much human intervention. This lets you focus on important tasks like improving your decision making process and so on. Right? So some features include that It is a very detailed and a comprehensive machine learning tool that supports the most complex machine learning algorithms, involving full support for supervised and unsupervised learning, which basically involves anomaly detection, association mining, regression, clustering, and classification. Another feature is that it provides a simple web interface and APIs that can be set up in a fraction of the time that it takes for traditional systems. So comparatively, it's extremely fast. It also creates visually interactive predictive models that make it easy to find correlations among the different features in your data. Right, so data visualization is also a pretty important role in data science, and BigML really helps in creating such visualizations, which help you understand the dependencies between your features in your data. Apart from that, it also incorporates bindings and libraries of the most popular data science languages like Python and Java, right? So it has support for all of these languages. So that was about Big ML. Now let's look at another tool called ML Base or Machine Learning Base. So ML Base is again an open source tool that is one of the best platforms used to create large scale machine learning projects. Now, before I tell you the features of ML Base, let me tell you that there are three main components in this tool. So there's something known as ML Optimizer, and the main purpose of this optimizer is to automate the entire machine learning pipeline construction. After that, we have something known as MLI. Now, MLI is an API that is focused on developing algorithms and performing feature extractions for any sort of difficult or any sort of high level computation. Then another component is the MLlib or machine learning library. It is Apache Spark's very own machine learning library that is currently supported by the Sparks community. So it basically supports Apache Spark's machine learning library. Right, so now let me tell you a couple of features of ML Base. So, like I mentioned, it provides a very simple UI for developing machine learning models, predictive models, and all of that. Right, so guys, having a good user interface is actually pretty important when it comes to these tools, because you need to easily understand and you need to easily grasp what exactly is happening, how exactly you're going to build a model, how you're going to add data, what features you're going to select in order to build the model, how you're going to make your model better through parameter tuning, cross validation, and all of that. So it's important to have a very simple UI that will make everything look easier and more understandable, and that is easily achieved through ML Base, right? I think it has one of the simplest UI among a lot of other tools. Now, another feature is model evaluation, right? So it basically learns and it tests this data on different learning algorithms to find out which model gives the best accuracy, right? So basically it compares our accuracy on different models. It runs your data on different models. Another feature is easy to use. So like I said, that the UI of this tool is extremely simple and extremely understandable. So non-programmers who are new to data science or who are new to this whole machine learning process, they can easily scale data science modules because of how easy and how simple the tool is to use. Apart from that, it can scale more large and more convoluted projects much more effectively than any other traditional system. So that was all about ML Base. So now let's discuss the next tool, which is Google Cloud Auto ML. Now, Google Cloud AutoML is a platform of machine learning products that allows a lot of professionals with limited experience in data science to train high-end models which are specific to their business needs. So this Cloud AutoML tool is one of the best machine learning platforms with over 10 years of trained Google research constructs to help you build predictive models. So let me discuss some of the features of the tool. So first of all, professionals with minimal experience in the field of machine learning, they can easily train and build high-level machine learning models. So it's very easy to use for people who do not have experience in ML and data science. Right? It comes with a lot of documentation, it comes with a lot of tutorials. So one of the best features of this tool is that any person with minimal expertise or limited information in the field of machine learning, they can easily use the tool and build high level machine learning models. Right? So this tool has a lot of documentation. It comes with a lot of tutorials. So it's one of the easiest tools to use, and it supports a lot of people from different backgrounds, right? So if you're not very aware with data science and ML, it has a very detailed and a very comprehensive approach to the entire process. So this is one of the best tools for a beginner, I would say. Also, apart from that, it has a fully fledged integration with many other Google Cloud services, which will help you in data mining and data storage. Right? These are very important parts of data science and ML. It also generates a REST API while making predictions about the output. Right? So having APIs also help you connect with other tools. It also provides a very simple UI to create custom machine learning models that can be trained, that can be tested, improved, and deployed through the same platform. Right? Again, it's an end-to-end solution to data science. It provides the entire data science workflow, and it is quite easy to use. Moving on to the next tool, we have 𝐿𝐼𝐶𝐻. Now, this is one of my favorite tools when it comes to machine learning and data science, right? It is an open source UI based tool which is ideal for beginners because it provides a very intuitive interface for performing all your data science related tasks. So apart from having a simple UI, it supports automated data processing. It performs very extensive EDA, supervised and unsupervised learning algorithms. All of this is covered in the tool, right? I think this is one of the best tools for beginners. And also, if you want to go in more depth about data science and ML, I feel like this is one of the best tools. Right, it's perfect for newbies who are just getting started with data science and ML. Also, it has a huge community of developers who were kind enough to publish tutorials and research papers about using this tool. So actually, this tool is preferred by a lot of developers as well. So I'm aware of a couple of data scientists who use Python and R and who also use 𝐿𝐼𝐶𝐻 because they find it extremely easy and they find it a very strong tool for building machine learning models. Now, let me tell you a couple of features of the tool. So, 𝐿𝐼𝐶𝐻 provides a huge range of machine learning algorithms. So, you can perform classification, you can perform regression, clustering, anomaly detection, association mining, data mining, and all of that. Right? It also provides a very interactive graphical interface to perform a data mining tasks, to perform data analysis and EDA, and so on. Another feature is that it allows developers to test their models on varied set of possible test cases, and it helps in providing the model that gives the most precise output. Right? So like a lot of the other tools that I mentioned in this list, this tool also helps in model evaluation. Right? Basically, it tests your data on different models and it chooses which model is the most accurate or gives you the most precise output. Apart from that, it also comes with a simple yet a very intuitive command line interface to run basic commands. Right, so guys, these were a couple of features of 𝐿𝐼𝐶𝐻. Now let's move on and look at the next tool, which is IBM Watson Studio. So we're all aware of how much IBM has contributed to this AI-driven world. So IBM is actually known as the #1 contributor in contributing a lot of tools, concepts, technologies which revolve under AI and data science. Right, so like most service provided by IBM, IBM Watson Studio is again an AI-based tool which is used for extensive data analysis. It is used for machine learning, data science, and so on. Right, there are a lot of organizations actually which make use of IBM Watson. It also comes in a lot of healthcare sectors. There's also a particular tool created by IBM. I'm not sure of the name, but it's used for weather forecasting. It's used for predicting any sort of storms and earthquakes and so on. Right, so IBM has majorly contributed in the field of AI and data science, I'd say. Apart from being extremely recognized in the market, let's take a look at a couple of features of IBM Watson. Right, one feature is that it provides support to perform data preparation, exploration, and modeling within a span of a few minutes, and the entire process is automated. Right, so it's a very quick tool which can perform your entire end-to-end process in a couple of minutes. It also supports multiple data science languages and tools such as Python 3 notebooks. It supports Jython scripting, SPSS modulars, and data refinery. So it provides support for all these languages. Now, for coders and data scientists, it offers integration with RStudio, with Scala, with Python, and so on. You can say that IBM Watson is a more advanced tool, right? So a lot of data scientists and a lot of coders actually make use of this tool. right? Apart from being automated, it also provides support for the different programming languages like R and Python. Another feature is that it uses the SPSS modular that provides a drag and drop functionality. And this is quite simple because it lets you explore data and build strong models very easily, right? All you have to do is drag and drop, right? So guys, those were a couple of features of IBM Watson. So I'd say IBM Watson is a more advanced tool. It provides support for all the different languages that come under data science, right? It has a really good data analysis support. So the EDA that is performed in this tool is really good. It helps in extracting the most significant variables and then it builds the model on that variable. So guys, that was a little bit about IBM Watson Studio. Now let's look at our next tool, which is Tableau. Now, Tableau is known as the most popular data visualization tool in the market. It allows you to break down raw, unformatted data into a processable and understandable format. This tool is mainly focused on data visualization, right? You can also perform a lot of data analysis also on the tool, but it is one of the best tools for data visualizations. A lot of high-end companies, a lot of data-driven companies make use of this tool to see their business growth and to visualize and analyze their data. So let me tell you a couple of features of Tableau. The Tableau desktop feature, it allows you to create customized reports and dashboards that help you get real-time updates, right? It can also connect to multiple data sources and it can visualize a huge amount of data to find a lot of correlations and patterns in data, right? So that's what data visualization is important for. It's for understanding the correlations in your data. So it can connect to different data sources and then it can perform data visualization. So apart from this, Tableau also provides cross-database join functionality, which allows you to create calculated fields and join tables. Basically, this entire process will help in solving complex data-driven problems. Right, so guys, this is a very advanced tool for data science. It goes in depth with the entire data and it tries to bring out the best features and the most significant features in your data through graphs and through plots. Now, apart from that, it is a very intuitive tool which uses the drag and drop feature to derive useful insights and perform data analysis. So those were a couple of features of Tableau. Now let's move on and discuss Trifacta. Now, Trifacta is an enterprise data wrangling platform that help you understand what exactly is in your data and how it can be useful for different analytic explorations. The key to identifying the value in your data. So Trifacta is actually considered the best tool for performing data wrangling, data cleaning, and analysis. Right? Data wrangling and cleaning is one of the important features of Trifacta. So let's understand a few features of Trifacta. So basically, Trifacta allows you to connect to multiple data sources irrespective of where the data lives. Right? So you can have connections with various data sources. It also provides a very interactive UI for understanding the data to not only derive the most significant data, but also to remove unnecessary or any sort of redundant variables. Apart from that, it provides visual guidance, machine learning workflows, and feedback that will guide you in assessing the data and performing any sort of data transformation. It is also very good at monitoring your data. So it monitors the inconsistencies in data and it removes any sort of null values or any missing values and make sure that data normalization is performed so that you avoid any sort of biasness in the output, right? So it's mainly for data preparation. I would say Trifacta is very good tool for data preparation, data wrangling, and so on. So that was all about Trifacta. So now let's discuss the last tool for the day, which is 𝐼ME. Now again, 𝐼ME is an open source data analytics platform which is aimed at creating out of the box data science and machine learning applications. Right, so building data science applications involves a lot of tasks, right? It involves data processing, data wrangling, EDA, and all of that. So this tool basically makes sure that this entire process is fully automated, right? It provides a very interactive and a very intuitive user interface, which makes it easy to understand the whole data science methodology. A few features of 𝐼ME include that it can be used to build an end-to-end data science workflow without any coding. So you just have to drag and drop the modules. It also provides support to embed tools from different domains, including scripting in R, in Python, and it also provides APIs to integrate with Apache Hadoop, right? So it has support for all the important tools that are needed in data science. Apache Hadoop, it also provides support if you want to code in R and Python. It is also compatible with various data sourcing formats, which include simple text formats such as CSV files, PDF, XLS, and so on. It is also compatible with unstructured data formats, including images, GIFs, and so on. Another feature is that it provides full-fledged support for performing data wrangling, feature extraction, normalization, data modeling, model evaluation, and it even allows you to create interactive visualizations. So like I said, it covers the entire data science process end to end. 𝐼ME is actually one of my favorite tools as well, right? It is used for the entire data science workflow, and actually it's a very understandable tool. It performs data analysis in a very in-depth manner, and I feel like the fact that it supports machine learning languages is very good, because not only can non-IT professionals and programmers go for this tool, even data scientists can go for this tool. There are actually a lot of data scientists that make use of 𝐼ME in order to perform EDA and all of that. So guys, those were the top tools for data science and machine learning if you are a non-programmer. If you believe that there are other tools that are worth mentioning, let me know in the comment section. So for now, these were the couple of tools that you can get started with if you're a non-programmer. So I'd like to conclude by saying that learning data science and ML is not an easy task, right? But it is not next to impossible. In the end, it all depends on the amount of dedication and effort you're willing to put in. So we just discussed the basics of each of these tools in this session. But if you want to know more about machine learning and you want to get a good hang of it, then I'd say you first go through a couple of videos and a couple of contents around machine learning and data science. With that being said, all the best for your road ahead, and I will also leave a couple of links in the description box so that you get more familiar with data science and ML. So guys, thank you so much for joining me in today's session. Have a great day.